Hello everybody, welcome back to John Buck. I am your host, John Buck. Today I will answer the age-old question, who would win, samurai or knight? Now when you search up this question, you get mixed answers. Now to set up a base for this question, we need to consider the type of armor that these two teams are going to be wearing. For the knight, they had full body armor, full iron body armor, fully covered, full head mask, full body armor, you know? Now, samurai, they had somewhat similar armor, but with a few tweaks. Samurai had more like cloth, sort of silks, like flexibility cloth between the armor so they can move more, they can move their arms more, easier to block, you know? They also had more intricate armor with more like flaps and carvings in their armor. Now, let's talk about the weapons. The most common weapon that knights had used was the broadsword with metal. It was made out of metal. It's called the broadsword. Very long, thick sword. Samurais had used more thin, but they were still pretty long. They had used katanas made out of metal. Now, broadswords do look heavier, so that does seem harder to move in the middle of battle, while katanas look more thin and light, so it's a lot easier to use to block and stuff. But a big thing to consider is that katanas are quick draw weapons, which would probably end up lodged in between the knight's cuts in his armor, where they had the arms and like the waist. Knight armor was also a lot more thick, making it harder to pierce with a light katana sword, while samurai armor was thin, light, and sometimes even made out of leather, meaning that with a heavy broadsword it would be easy to just slash through. Also, katanas are meant for slashing, which to pierce a knight's armor you would need a stabbing sort of weapon. Now, if it really came down to it, I believe that the knight would win. They had way more experience and just better armor and weapons in general. Now, that is it for today's video. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.